Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am officially starting my new series. It's all about surviving those first 6 weeks after having a baby. Newborn sleep and those sleepless nights that people are always so worried about when they are first bringing home their newborn baby. During this video, I'm going to share some of my favorite products and also some tips and tricks to help make those sleepless nights just a little bit easier. So if you're dealing with sleepless nights right now, or you're about to have a baby in the next few months or weeks and you're wondering how you can be best prepared, this video is for you. When you're thinking about what your baby is going to be sleeping in, there's a few things I think you should be considering. After you give birth, it's going to be fairly difficult for you to move a lot in strenuous ways, whether you have a C-section or whether you have a baby naturally. Bending over, lifting, moving and twisting and turning is very difficult. So I always recommend a bassinet of some type that it has a low or a wall that you can move down. I'm going to show you guys what bassinet I'm using right now. I have gone through a few different bassinets and a pack and play, a crib, and I will tell you guys that you do not want something that you have to reach into to pull your baby out. It is so uncomfortable. It is not something you want to be doing through the night. You want your baby to be easily picked up, brought to you, breastfed or bottle fed, whatever you're doing, and placed right back into their bassinet or crib. If you are having to get in and out of bed, reach or bend over to get your baby out and pick your baby up, it will make your nights so much more difficult on you in your body as you're trying to heal after giving birth. Another recommendation I have is a sound machine with a light. I have the Hatch Baby sound machine and I absolutely love this sound machine. My toddler still uses it today, but it makes the perfect light blue color to help you see at night, but it won't wake you up completely and it won't wake your baby up. If you're trying to just get your baby fed and changed and put back to sleep without waking everybody up in the room, I recommend this sound machine and light. You can do all different kinds of lights, all different kinds of sounds. I use it as my toddler's schedule. So he has one in his room that is blue when it's nighttime and is green when he can wake up, and he knows I stay in my room until my light turns green. It's totally worth the money. I could do a whole review on this if you guys are interested, but I absolutely love the sound machine. If you're not interested in purchasing something like this, maybe it's just too expensive for what you think you're getting, think about some type of very low dim light you can have in your room so you can see your baby, change diapers, feed your baby without waking up everyone in the room, because bright lights don't just wake you out of your sleep, they'll also affect your baby's sleep as well. The next thing I want to talk about is swaddles. Now there are so many different types of swaddles you can buy, and my recommendation is do not buy a bunch of one type of swaddle before you try that swaddle on your child, because every single baby prefers a different swaddle. Now, my personal preference is the copper pearl swaddle blanket, so it's literally just a blanket. I like them because they are so stretchy. It's amazing. It gets your baby super tight and snug. I know many people don't like the blankets. They like Velcro or zipper swaddles. My reason for loving the blankets is you can use it as a burp cloth, you can use them as a breastfeeding cover, you can use them to cover your car seat, you can use them just to place on your baby, you can put them down on the ground, put your baby on top of them. They have so many uses, and I don't have a difficult time swaddling my son in just a regular blanket, but if you do, buy a easy swaddle, whether that one zips or a Velcro one. I have the Ollie Swaddle and I have another one. I can't think of the name, but I'll show it here. The Ollie Swaddle my son Colton really likes, but the other zipper one I use a lot with my first, but Colton hates it. He will not let me put him in it. So that's why I recommend trying one. If your baby likes it, invest in a few more. If your baby hates it, try something else. What I've noticed with my children is just the blanket swaddle works for both of them. But a swaddled baby is a not startled baby. So a baby that is swaddled is not going to startle up out of their sleep, so they're more likely to stay asleep. Now, if you're looking for a swaddle that you Velcro or zip, I would recommend you buy one that you can undo the bottom and get their legs out so you can change their diapers without unswaddling them. Now that's something you cannot do with a regular blanket. You're going to unswaddle them to change their diapers. But if you get one that you can get their little tush out without completely undoing their arms, then it will keep your baby asleep longer. One of my favorite products when it comes to night times with a newborn is baby gowns. Now, some people hate them, some people love them, but I love the ability to be able to change my baby's diaper without unswaddling them, undressing them, fighting a zipper or buttons. I like to just pull that gown up, change the diaper, pull that gown back down. I get if you're having a boy, some people are like, I don't want my baby in gowns. I have two boys. They both were in the same gowns that I bought off Amazon. I don't think they were very expensive. I got a whole bunch, and my kids lived in those every single night for those first few weeks because you're constantly changing diapers, and it's not fun to fight a little crunched up baby's legs and try to get them in and out of a sleeper. Now, the last thing I want to share when it comes to nighttime routines that will make your life so much easier with a newborn is diaper cream. Now, I use a bunch of different diaper cream depending on the scenario, but a newborn's butt can be super sensitive. So I have used Aquaphora, and I really like the Honest Company's diaper cream that they have that's just like a similar texture to Aquaphora. I'll show you guys here because I don't have it with me at this moment. But what I do is before we go to bed, when I'm doing my baby's bedtime routine, I cover their bottom, their whole, every area with Aquaphora or the Honest Company ointment. So when they poop, that horrible newborn poop, it does not stick to their bottoms. And then it's super easy to wipe off with a baby wipe, and then I put a whole bunch of more of that cream back on so that at night when they're pooping, you're not trying to make sure you're cleaning it and it's all stuck on there. It can be very difficult. Now this is something I do literally the whole time my baby has a newborn poop until their poop gets more like a breastfed poop, because it's a lot easier to clean, and I breastfeed my babies. But that first poop that they are getting is so sticky and it's so hard to clean off their bums. So my tip is to cover that butt with some type of ointment cream. I use Aquaphora and the Honest Company, and just remember that those two baby ointments that I'm talking about will not clear a rash up. So these two that are like my kind of go-to things are more of a preventative care and not necessarily for treating a diaper rash. All it is doing is creating a barrier between your baby's skin and any type of poop that will be coming in contact with that. So those are some of my tips and my favorite products for helping you have a more sleepful night during those first 6 weeks of your newborn's life. If you have things that you think that others might want to try during those first 6 weeks of their baby's life, please leave it down in the comments so that other people can read those comments and get some more ideas from you. Thanks for watching today's video, and stay tuned for more of my surviving the first 6 weeks. The whole point of this series is to help make those first 6 weeks with the newborn a little bit easier for you and for baby. All right, you guys, I'll see you in the next video.